Hello and welcome, this is Zhezhi, and today I'm going to be making a replica of the Mass Effect m98 with a rifle. This is going to be made into a printable papercraft model, and in this episode we are only going to be working on the basic mesh of the body. To start off, let's make sure that the cursor is at the center. I'm going to create a circle. Before I go on, I forgot to turn on the screencast keys. There we go. Delete this one. Create a circle in the circle, not the UV sphere. Press F6, line to view, and on vertices I'm going to put 8 vertices. In the rifle itself, the sides are composed by 3 faces on each side, so that makes 6 in total, and 1 on the bottom and 1 on the top, so 8 faces. Let's bring everything to the center. Go into front view, rotate it, there we go, and I'm going to make sure that the flat edges are at the top and the bottom. There we go. It doesn't need to be perfect. Go into edit mode, select one side and delete it. Now we are going to add a modifier to this, and it's going to be a mirror modifier. Select the 4 vertices you have, press E to extrude them, and I have messed up already. Hello and welcome, this is Zhezhi, and today we are going to be making a replica of the Mass Effect m98 with a rifle. This is going to be made into a printable papercraft model, and on this episode I'm going to be making the basic mesh of the body. To start off, let's start by creating a circle. Pressing F6 to bring up the edit menu, align it to view so I can see what I'm doing, and basically you want to put this with 8 vertices. These are the normal total number of pieces that are on the rifle itself. Now go into edit mode, and we're going to rotate it, the flat faces up and down, and delete this edge. After that, add a mirror modifier to it, extrude this face, and make sure that you have clipping enabled so that the faces meet and collide at the center. This will leave us with this shape. What we now want to do is resize this so that it fits the profile of the weapon. Oops. And I am actually going to apply this because the resizing wasn't working well. There we go, this should be fine. And I'm actually going to increase the size of these ones. pressing S, Z to addressing the Z axis and enter. There we go. That should be fine. Now press A, S on the Y axis, press 0 to make sure that everything is flat. And I'm actually going to pull this forward and extrude it all the way to the back. As you can see, all the faces are now this dark color. That means this is inside out. To fix this, press A to select everything and Ctrl N to recalculate the normals. Oops. And we are left with this. Now I'm going to make a bit of a sheet here. I'm going to create this plane and bring it here so that I can cut this. I could cut this another way, but I don't like holding 3 different keys to achieve this, so I'm going to do this way. By volume modifier, select the plane, which is this thing, and since it is an intercept, it is immediately going to cut as soon as it touches this plane. I'm going to apply this, and this is fine by me. I'm going to pull this forward, making sure that this is the same angle. This should be fine. Go to edit mode here, select, going like this, select this edge, duplicate it, pull it slightly forward, and extrude it past the plane. So it looks like this, and basically repeat the process, add a volume modifier, making sure that the plane is selected. This time I had to choose difference. Sometimes it works like that, and apply this. There we go. I no longer need view. So this is there. Now something I have to say, since this is supposed to be a printable model, all the shapes are going to be incredibly simple. The only thing I should make complicated is this stuff that support on the front and probably the handle. Everything else is going to be in small components like this one here, this one here, the scope, the top part, the stock, this and the gas tube. Pretty much all of these are going to be individual pieces that you are just going to have glued together once it's printed. I want to get this one close, so Ctrl L to select every select one of the vertices of the mesh you want to select. Ctrl L, and I'm going to pull this slightly back. There we go. This is fine. Now I'm going to have to create the vents here. Now on the model, you can see the picture in the background. The vents it's merely a cutout in the side of the body. I'm actually not going to make the so that you can see inside. I'm just pretty much just going to make a channel that you can see from the top to the bottom and not inside the rifle. To do that, I am going to go into object mode, so I'm not adding inside that one. Create a cube. Make sure that this cube is the size of this indent here. That's fine. Go into object mode. And now I'm just going to pull this so it's bigger than my main body itself, like this. Same thing over here. Pull it so it's bigger than the main body itself. Now from the top, I'm going to select everything, rotate it slightly, and pull it inwards like this. I'm going to add a loop in the middle, and I'm going to pull this slightly forward to give an edge on the inside. Now with this, I'm going to duplicate this with Shift D, and I'm going to be pulling it like forward. I'm trying to align this line here with the start of the indent inside. Same thing with this one. So I'm just going to duplicate this until I have all the indents marked. There we go, that's fine. From the top it seems fine. Now I'm going back to this, delete. Yeah, wait, before I do that, pressing K to use the cut tool to make sure that this is properly divided in half. And delete this side. Remember, I did that before, just to adjust the angle. And mirror this, and this is fine by me. I'm actually going to pull this slightly back so I have a little bit more space over here in the front. With that, that should be fine. And from here, I'm going to add another modifier, the Boolean modifier, with the new cube I made, and I'm going to put this in different so that it carves into my original body. And I'm going to apply this. Since this is mirrored, this will just cut the other side as well. That's why I mirror it at this point. I'm actually going to keep this. I'm going to save it to make the back part as well. So I will only need 3 of these. Control L on these, X, and there we go. I have 3 now. Press H to hide them. I don't need them at the moment. Now I am going to do this part right here. So I'm going to edit mode. Select this edge, duplicate it and pull it backwards slightly. I will adjust this later. Okay, there are no doubles. I was just making sure that I didn't create doubles by accident. I'm going to duplicate this one, pull it backward. Now this one should go over here. Duplicate it again. And this one is going to go all the way back. Then I'm going to select this entire thing, duplicate it, and pull it back again. I will be adding the details later. And this goes all the way to the back. Now with this one, we are going to Alt and Shift left click to select everything. Actually, I didn't select it right. There we go. Press space. I'm going to type bridge. I'm going to bridge edge loops. Now that created a problem here because these inside edges can't actually be here. There we go. That should have fixed the problem. Alt left click select the entire loop. Alt Shift left click select both. Bridge edge loops by pressing spacebar, and there we go. Now do it again. Alt left click and F to fill in that face, and do the same on the back. Now let's orientate this properly. I'm pulling it forward to almost contacting this one. There we go. Yeah, they're not touching, that's good. Do the same to the back one. That's fine. And I have to fix the normals on all of them. So select everything, Control N to recalculate normals. I'm going to pull this one back as well. and there we go, that's fine. This is the basic shape for the main body. I am now at 15 minutes, so this will be the end of the first part of this episode. If you like what you are watching, then consider subscribing, commenting on my videos. If you want to download the models that you see here, you can go to my Patreon at patreon.com/silverworks, where you will have basically every single model I have ever made in a video. There are several perks you can achieve. This one will be on the $5 perk. If you don't want to pay any money, there are free ones you can download there. So don't waste time and go to it.